one-sided deadlift with banded pull down, I'm gonna attach a band around hip level, and then I'm gonna have a weight to hold in my free hand. The one-sided deadlift is gonna be a deep longitudinal sling strengthening exercise, and it's also gonna incorporate the posterior oblique sling and a little bit of the lateral sling, since it is gonna be a one-sided loaded movement. So with this movement, I'm gonna have that band attached around hip level. If you're using your door frame, around the doorknob, maybe a little bit lower than the doorknob. I'm gonna hold a weight in my free hand, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the band back, so I'm keeping tension. As I pull back, I don't want my shoulders to roll forward or my chest to shorten. I wanna open my chest and really squeeze in that lat or that back. So the difference between this, which is gonna lengthen my lat, versus this, I'm gonna feel a lot more shortening in that lat. And then from there, I'm gonna think I have a flashlight attached to my butt, and I wanna shine a light on the wall behind me as opposed to the floor. So shine your light on that wall behind you. Focus on keeping more of that vertical shin position so the knee is stacked over the ankle. It's gonna help you feel a lot more in that hamstring. So I'm thinking pull this band back, neutral position, push the hips to the wall behind me, and then exhale to stand up. So the way that it would look if I was holding a weight in my free hand. So I'm here, I'm gonna pull that band back, so keep my open chest position, drive my hips back, and then exhale to stand up. Because this is a unilaterally loaded exercise, I wanna focus on maintaining my shoulder and hip position. So as I go, I don't wanna rotate with it. I don't want my weight to pull me down towards the floor. So I wanna maintain my shoulders being flat or aligned with one another, and then also my hips. So I don't wanna rock in my hips as I go. Exhale to stand up, inhale to push back. And you'll find that as you move, the tension in the band is gonna slightly change based on where your lat is strongest. So you may find at the bottom of the movement, it's hardest to keep the band pulled back, and at the top of the movement, it's easiest. And so this side that's holding the band is gonna have a different type of challenge versus the side that's holding the weight, because this is gonna stay pretty even the whole time. So I'm thinking pull that band back, keep my chest open, drive my hips to the wall behind me, keeping my shins stacked over my ankles so I'm not letting the knees come forward, and then exhale to stand up. So the one-sided deadlift with banded pull down is gonna be a posterior oblique sling strengthening exercise, lateral and deep longitudinal sling. So it's gonna really help to strengthen that posterior chain and stabilize across the SI joint.